Now that you've created your title page and inserted your page numbers, I'm going to show you how to make sure the rest of your paper is formatted properly. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need to do is keep clicking enter until you get to a new page. Okay, and the new page is showed by the dotted line. Now, after the title page is centered, we need to return our alignment of our paper to left. We need it back to the left side of the page. So click on your middle dots, go to left aligned, click on that. And then the next thing we want to do is make sure your margins are all at 1 inch. So to check your margins, we're going to go to File and then scroll down to Page Setup. Okay, and you notice here mine are not at 1 inch, my margins. So I'm going to change all this to 1.0. Yours might be already at 1.0, depending on your personal settings, but just make sure they're all set at 1.0 and click OK. Okay, so now your margins are all set. Now, let me go back to my example. Yes, so we have left align, we've checked our margins. Make sure your paper is double spaced. So let me go back and show you how to make sure to do that. So once you have that set up, go to your 3 dots, and this arrow gives you line and paragraph spacing. Okay, make sure you click on double. So everything's double spaced. We need to make sure your font is at Times New Roman and it's size 12. And did I forget anything else? Okay. Nope, once we got all that taken care of, next is our thesis statement. Okay, now our thesis statement explains to the reader why you're writing your paper and or the claim or argument you are making. Okay, so continuing to use the example I used throughout the class on Pearl Harbor, we can't just say Pearl Harbor, it was bad. Okay, we have to give some reason as to why we are talking about Pearl Harbor, why it's historically significant. Okay, and one of those reasons is the fact that it ended the United States foreign policy from isolationism, which is to stay away and stay out of world politics, and became a world leader. So my thesis statement that I wrote for those doing Pearl Harbor is the United States foreign policy prior to 1941 was one of isolationism. America believed that their role in world politics was to remain separate from the events beyond our borders, and that philosophy ended with the surprise attack on Pearl Harbor by the Japanese on December 7, 1941. Public opinion of the U.S. entering World War II and assisting our allies in Europe was not a priority until an offensive attack on our borders was made. So in those couple sentences, I've explained to the reader why Pearl Harbor as an event was very important. Okay, and that's what your thesis statement should be. It should provide an explanation or a claim as to why you're discussing the topic that you chose. Okay, and so if you happen to do Pearl Harbor, you can just copy and paste your thesis statement. Okay, and of course, first paragraph is always indented. Now the other thing No, actually, you know what? Let's leave it at that for now. Next video, we'll discuss footnotes and bibliography.